The St. Augustine Lighthouse is perhaps the oldest brick building in St. Augustine. And you may wonder, why do the lighthouses look different? Well, if you're a mariner and you're out at sea and you spot a lighthouse, you'll know by the pattern, the way it's painted, exactly which lighthouse it is, and then you'll know where you are.
We now know as St. Augustine.
I see. And what are some of the lands people came from?
Well, you would have had people here from Spain, England, France, Germany, in different time periods.
And the restoration is beautiful, and I can't wait to take you to the top so you can get inside the lens with me and take a look around.
We're going to join Sarah in the lantern room in just a little while. But right now I'm going to get started on this painting. I'm using an 11 by 14 inch piece of masonite covered with gesso. I'm using acrylic paints. I'm using titanium white, alizarin crimson, cadmium red, cerulean blue, ultramarine blue. It's a gorgeous lighthouse. This combination of this black and white stripe with the red top is just outstanding. Now I've got a dark color on here, and I'm going to use this as my base color. Then when that dries, I'm going to put some lighter reds on this side and maybe some darker reds on this side. I have to keep in mind my perspective. Of course, I have white stripes and two black stripes up here. It looks like there's just one, but there's actually two. Well, down here, the lighthouse is, of course, catching all the bright sunlight from the sun here, catching it on this side. On this side, it's bluer because it's catching the light from the sky. So I'm going to mix up some white and Indian yellow, and I'll put it right on this side. So that'll be my second dark stripe. Well, even though these are very dark stripes, there is a light and a dark side to these as well. So we'll keep this very dark over here, and we'll make this side to the left lighter. So I'll put some white in that color, that purple color I just mixed up off, and we'll expose that nice hard edge on there for the lighthouse. I feel like it's going all the way around. Well, I think there's going to be an event here later on today. There's quite a bit of activity happening in here. I'm going to take this painting back to the studio, and we'll put the finishing touches on it there.
Wound our way up the last leg of the stairs. Another fabulous view from up here. And we get to go inside the lens now, and we'll really get a chance to feel how roomy it is. I have to wait for my timing here. Okay, let's go. Well, it is tremendous in here. It certainly is 9 feet tall, I can tell that. And here's the bulb. It's amazing to me that this size bulb, combined with the engineering of the lens and the rotation, can make such a bright light that goes out so far and can be seen 25 miles. The lens has 3 bullseyes, and I'll show you as they go by. And this lens is reflecting the sun, and it's tremendously hot in here, well over 100 degrees.
Well, I'm back in the studio, and I've taken a few minutes to put some finishing touches on this painting. I'll show you what I did. Details in this area. There were very warm colors up here, and I put an indication of the Fresnel lens. I added some highlights here, and I added these railings. I also added a bit of sunlight glowing off these panes of glass right here on this side because the light was heading this way. Here I added this highlight. I noticed that there wasn't very much contrast between this building here and the sky. So I mixed up a wash with primarily blue colors, and I applied that to the entire structure of this house. Sarah and I love the St. Augustine Lighthouse. It's a great place to visit and a great place to paint.